today I'm going to show you how to apply lashes and to fit them, and just little tips and tricks that I can give you on how to wear false lashes. And the lashes I'm using today are from Kiss. These are part of their new Naked Drama collection. So these ones have a really light, flexible band on the lash, so it's much more comfortable on the eye and also easier to apply, because with some lashes they have like a thicker band, and if you've worn lashes before then you know if the band is too thick, what can happen is that the sides can just pop off because it's not flexible enough to sit on the eye. So you want your lash band to be nice and flexible and move around, because your eyes move, you blink, you squint, you do all these things with your eyes. You want your lashes to fit really comfortably on your eyes. And another thing about these new lashes is that the tips of the eyelash taper out. They have two hairs in one strand, and so what that means is when you get to the tip of the lash it kind of breaks into two, so it gives it a much softer and fluffier look, which I always love. These ones just go nice and fluffy. So I'm going to wear the style chiffon today. I just liked how these look because they're just like really nice and fluffy, and because I'm going with a simple eye look, I feel like these ones will suit the look best. So all I have on my eye is just like a tiny little bit of bronzer in the crease just to define my eye shape. So what I like to do with my lashes is hold them on either side and just like make a little U shape and wiggle it just for a couple of seconds. So see the way it just puts that nice little bend on the lashes. Because your eye isn't flat, so I like to put a little extra bend on my lashes so it kind of just sits right into my lash line. So first things first is I'm going to measure these, because I know I'm going to have to cut these. I always have to cut lashes because my eye shape is not long enough to fill out a lash. So the first thing I do is just put the lashes up against my eyes. So I have pretty much a good bit to cut off that. So I'm just putting it against my eye, so you want the inner part of the lash to meet where your eyelashes grows from. So I usually put that down. So you can see here, like this is way off. So I just put it down and measure it. It's not going to stick on because there's no glue on it. So you just want to kind of hold it down on your eye. So I know right now I need to cut a good chunk of this end off. And you always want to cut the end, not the inner, because most lashes are designed for them to be like softer in here and then it goes a little bit fuller. So you don't want to cut the short little bits off, otherwise the inner part of your lashes are going to be way too long and it's just going to look off. So I'm just going to get a little lash scissors. I may need to cut some more, but it's always best to cut a little bit off first, then too much, because once you cut that off, it's not going to go back on. So I'm just going to measure this again. Yeah, I already know that's still a little bit too long, because if your eyelashes don't fit your eye shape, they're not going to stick on. Number one, it's going to be really uncomfortable because you're going to have little bits poking into your eye. And number two, the lashes are not going to stay on because they don't fit. So when you move your eye around, if it's like sticking down here, it's just going to eventually pop off. So always make sure that your lashes fit your eyes. Okay, so I've cut another little bit off that, and now I think this should be perfect. Okay, that's going to be perfect. Now you can like measure it this way and cut the same bit off this lash. I don't do that because I think my eyes are slightly different sizes. So anytime I've done that, it ends up being too short on one side. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing on this eye and just measure. I always do my mascara before my false lashes, because when I do my mascara, it thickens my own natural lash and kind of hardens them. So then when I put my false lash down on top of it, it kind of just has a base to sit on. Whereas if I just put them on now, they just kind of float about, and then I have to put mascara on my own lashes and try and wiggle it in and push it all together. And I also don't like to put mascara on my false lashes because I don't get as many wears out of them that way, and I feel like it just makes them look too clumpy. So I do my mascara first. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Now I'm taking my Kiss lash glue and I'm just going to apply a layer to the lash band. And again, just making a little U shape. And a tip with this is, so after applying your lash glue, wait about 30 seconds and let the lash glue dry a little bit and get a little bit tacky, because that way then when you put the lashes on, it actually sticks on to your skin. Otherwise what would happen is, if the glue is just immediately on, it's very wet and it's just going to move around on your eye and not sit right. And I always apply it with tweezers, and I always hold the lashes in the center of the lash. So I hold a mirror and just look down into the mirror, and I just drop this down into my lash line and get the center down. And then I like to stick down the corners. I usually do the outside first. You can use your hands or tweezers, whatever is more comfortable to you. I kind of use both. And then I go and stick the inner corner down. You want to get this right into your lash line, right in where your lashes grow from. And that is how I apply my false lashes. So if you're someone who struggles applying false lashes, hopefully these few little tips and tricks that I gave you will help. Before I forget, I just want to tell you how you can remove false lashes. You can do what I do, and you could just get them from the corner and peel them off. Lash glue, it's kind of like a stronger PVC glue, you know, that like stretchy kind of peely glue. So you can get it and peel it off your lashes, or you can do it the correct way, and that's getting some eye makeup remover on a little cotton bud like this, and you can just rub this across the band of your lashes really gently. And what that does is then that will break up the glue and you'll be able to just remove them really easily. But you just don't want to get too much eye makeup remover all over the lashes, because what can happen is then it can ruin the lashes and you won't get any more wear out of them. So you want to get as much wear out of them as possible. I could probably wear the same lashes for like 10 times if not more once I look after them. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in my next video.